Welcome back. I'm going to as many thrift stores as I possibly can in one day, looking for stuff that I can flip online for a profit. It's 9 o'clock now. First store just opened up. See what they got. One thing I've noticed about these Goodwills is they bring out these racks with these bins, and this is the new stuff that they're restocking with. I haven't found anything yet, but it's kind of neat that they actually put it out and let you dig through it before they restock. Ours, they usually push it out in carts, and you can't touch it until they put it on the shelf. Seems like this would be less work for them because if people buy stuff out of the bins, then they wouldn't have to stock as much. But I don't know. So based on these, I'm assuming they don't look anything up on eBay. Got these two Cirrus like curling iron things. They want $20 a piece. Looked them up on eBay because they're in fancy boxes that they might be worth something. I can order one for $650 brand new, $691 brand new. Kind of crazy they want $20 for one. This is the first Goodwill in a long time that I've been to where everything is a flat price. Like there's no tags on any of these clothing other than the little barbs. And those barbs actually do mean something. Like this red shirt here would actually be 40% off. So far I found this Ralph Lauren X pullover, or actually it's a full zip. I think I can get 25 or 30 for it. Should be $649, so we'll take it. So I'm actually pretty impressed with the selection of clothing that they have here. Like if I lived around here, this would be where I would shop for my own outfits. But let me show you what I got so far. So I got the Peter Millar. It's like a t-shirt. I think they call it a Aurelius or something. I'm not real sure. I sold one recently for $28 and it sold super quick. So we're getting that. And then a brand I've only found a couple of times, Grayson. Don't know what that logo is, but it's not going to hurt the value too much. Should sell for 25 or 30. Then you guys saw the RLX pullover. So I thought maybe since I was in there like 45 minutes, they would have started to restock, but I didn't see a single person putting stuff out. So I just got the 3 shirts, not a huge haul by any means, but glad I didn't leave empty-handed. The best part about that Goodwill is they actually had bags. Every other Goodwill that I've been to around here, they're like, we don't have bags, but we can sell you one for $1. So yeah, not going to do that. Got the bag, got the 3 shirts, headed to Salvation Army. I don't know what it is about Salvation Armies, but in every state that I've been to one, they always have these weird racks for their hard goods. So if you want to see everything on this rack, you got to go all the way around. And you got to do that on each individual one as opposed to having lines of shelves. Also, I'm not finding anything yet. Checking out the shoes, kind of give you an idea of the pricing. These Nikes, $20. I'll look them up, but I don't think they're worth that much. Some Johnston and Murphy's, $15. I mean, if it was half price, it wouldn't be horrible. It's a pair of Vans for $10. Like yellow tags are half price today. So these lady shoes are only $350. It's not bad. Not worth reselling though. Let's see what else I can find. I'm not going to talk about politics, but I do think it kind of affects reselling. And I think being that we've got a new president, this actually might be worth something. It's a 2X. They want $699. I've actually got 2 of them. I'm just going to get one and see what happens. But yeah, so that's 2XL. I'm going to grab one. We'll see what happens. Maybe $30. Checking out the electronics section, and I grabbed this guy, and I shouldn't buy it, but I'm going to. It is a Barbie controller for the original PlayStation, still new and sealed from 1999. I did look it up. There's none sold. Somebody's got one listed for $60, same condition and everything. But like I said, I shouldn't buy it, but I can't leave that behind. That's too cool. I'll probably be sitting on it a while, but I definitely think some collector will want it. So a pretty disappointing stop at the Salvation Army. Only got the 2 things, and both of those I'm actually taking a chance on. There's no sales data for either one, so we'll see what happens. But one thing that I found was interesting is as I was walking in, they had a flyer up advertising an auction at another Salvation Army, the one we're actually going to. And it's an as-is auction. Apparently it happens every Thursday at 9 a.m. And I was just wondering if you guys have ever been to one of these Salvation Army auctions.
was actually told about one in New Orleans by an employee there. Kind of thought he was joking because I couldn't find any information about it, but apparently it's a thing. So if you guys have ever been to a Salvation Army auction, let me know. I'd love to know all about it. Like, what do they have? What goes on? That kind of thing. Let me know. I'm very curious. There's the sign, auction on Thursday. I really need to come down here one day and see what they have.
I got some golf clubs over here. Most of them are really kind of rough shape, like this Cobra hybrid. I'd definitely get that if it was in better shape. Same thing with this hot launch, but they want $20 for it. I'm going to grab these two Cleveland CG Reds. They only want $4 a piece for those. I think I can get 20 or 30 eventually. They're going to be slow sellers, but it's something. Here's something interesting I've never seen before. Tire, I don't know, shoes. Model CXT-1. They're women's. They want $12 for them. They're actually like weightlifting or training shoes. I think I can get 40 or 50 pretty quick. There's like 18 listed and 20 something have sold. It's women's size 8, pretty good size too. Here's these weird shelves again. I want to see everything on this shelf. I gotta go all the way around like that. And then if I want to see everything on this shelf, I gotta go all the way around this one too. It's kind of crazy. You could do like donuts in here, or just, I don't know, wander around aimlessly.
It looks like it's going to be a bread and butter kind of day, just a few little pieces from each store. And honestly, that adds up. And we've still got 9 more hours of thrifting to go. So we'll see how many stores we can hit. Luckily, there's a Goodwill 2 minutes down the road from that Salvation Army. And I'm already here. So hopefully, I mean, we may fill up the car here. You never know. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed.
Thought I had something pretty good here. Got the cast iron, and it is Wagnerware, Sydney. But I texted my buddy Robert, who's a cast iron expert. He said since it's missing the lid and also the bottom is worn out, when you put it on a flat surface, it doesn't sit flat, it actually wobbles and spins. That's not a good thing. He said to pass, so that's what we're doing. From rusty pots to very rusty golf clubs I've never seen. Like, they just had to have these sitting out in the weather. That's crazy. I'm not seeing anything else over here either. It's the worst selection of golf clubs I think I've ever seen. There's a new rack they just rolled out. Got a pretty good come up here, Grayson, and it's got a cool pattern on it. Peter Millar, Summer Comfort with a plaid, and then another Grayson with some snakes. So, pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure that they keep these thrift stores dark just so you can't see the stains on the clothing. So one thing I've been doing is going to a window using the sunlight to go through clothing. So I actually went over there to that window, looked through the shirts that I just picked up. Everything looks good. Hopefully they are. Now I'm going to go through this whole rack and see what else I can find. All that digging, and I'm not any better off than when I started. I got nothing else. But I want to grab some lunch, and then we're headed to a high-priced thrift store, my favorite thrift store in this area. And then after that, one of the craziest Goodwills that I've ever been to. So stick around.
Just pulled up to this next thrift store, but also want to give a big shout out to Wawa. It always surprises me how good their food is. Like, I just had a club sandwich, and it was surprisingly good. Probably better than I've had in a restaurant in quite some time. Or maybe Wawa is a restaurant and they just sell gas, or is it a gas station that sells food? I don't know. We're going to this thrift store now.
I've been in here a couple times now, and this place has always overwhelmed me because it's like so nice. It's also very crowded. But I just learned something. They actually do a color. Like, there was one that was like 90% off. Unfortunately, I've just walked in and I've already forgotten what the colors were. So I'm going to go back and take a picture with my phone so that I'll remember. So I haven't been having much luck, but it's not because they don't have nice stuff. They do. I mean, here's Holderness and Bourne. Here's Finnick, Peter Millar. Except they want $10 each for those polos, and I can't really pay that. So I was kind of getting disheartened until I found this guy. This is Jay Lindeberg, and I've mentioned it before, but they provided the uniforms for the U.S. golf team in the last Olympics, and this is actually from that. They want $8 for this, but a new one just sold for $84. So if I can get half that, I'll be pretty happy. Just so you guys can see, I'm not just looking at short sleeve men's shirts or polo shirts. I'm actually in the suit section right now, and then I'm going to go look through the shorts right here and then the pants over there. If I don't find anything, I'll see you at the next spot, which is my favorite Goodwill in this area. Well, unfortunately, didn't find anything else, but like I think it was 2.5 miles down the road is my favorite Goodwill. And honestly, I don't know why it's my favorite. I just really like it. I've always done well here, and I probably just jinxed it, but here it is. And a new bed. Didn't film it a whole lot because as soon as I walked in, I saw golf clubs. Got a little excited, but I'm grabbing two. Cobra Speed LD. It's a 5-wood ladies. They want $6.99 for it. Should sell for around $30. Then the Tour Edge Hot Launch. There's actually a comp on this one for $50. I don't think I'll get that much, but I'm gonna grab it for $10. Then also back there they had the Peter Millar belt, and it's got the President's Cup and Quail Valley logo on it. I only want $3.99 for that. I saw one listed for $90 brand new. I can get 20 or 30 for it. I'll be happy. It's in really good condition. I had to walk away from the clothing section because there were so many people over there. But they have got these President's Cup shirts. $6.49. You can see on there, normally $56. But the President's Cup was held in Charlotte 2 years ago. They've also got these hoodies that are like really nice, normally $77. They've probably got 10 of these and 5 or 6 more of these. What would you do? Would you buy them all at $6.49? I saw 3 listed on eBay, the cheapest one being $30. But I'm thinking when I run my golf hat auctions on Whatnot, I can throw a few of these up there, start them at $15. I mean, who wouldn't pay $15 for a brand new golf hoodie? They've only got large and medium, but I'm just going to try it out. I'm going to get 2 larges, 2 mediums, and then these 2 double XL t-shirts. I don't know. Let me know. Should I buy all of them? Should I not buy any? What do you think? Let's see what else they got. So they've got these racks of hats all the way down, probably 10 of them. I've dug through every single one, and we got a stack of hats. Let me show you what I got. Real quick, feature editing me here. I believe most of these hats were either $2.99 or $3.99 a piece. They kind of varied, and I'm not going to put up a bunch of comps from eBay on these because I don't typically sell them on eBay. I usually run them on Whatnot, do some little small shows there, start them off at $5. Some of them sell for $5, some of them sell for 10, some of them sell for 20. You just never know. So not a huge profit, but something I do enjoy doing. But one thing I did sell on eBay was this Atlanta Braves Georgia Tech hat. Anytime you see the Braves and a college logo together, they're worth some money, typically around 40 or $50. So far I've sold Clemson, Carolina, and now Georgia Tech. This one sold for 44 plus shipping. More golf stuff. I know. I promise I'm looking for other things, but this stuff pops up and I do good with these. FootJoy, Hydrolite, $6.49. Not horrible. All right, finally made it over to the hard goods. And unfortunately, once again, not finding anything. Like Sony DVD player, $7. Not horrible. Digital frame, $7. The pricing isn't terrible. Just haven't found anything to resell. If you guys see anything I'm missing, just holler at me. Once again, didn't find anything in hard goods, but also that's creepy. You know what else is creepy? Clowns. They freak me out. I don't like them. Incidentally, though, do you know how to stop a gang of clowns that are coming after you? You go straight for the juggler. I got this Sony camera down here, CyberShot DSC-H70. Just looked it up. And they sell for $100 like instantly. They want $35 for it. I'm gonna look at it. If it's in good condition, I'm grabbing it.
All right, so I did end up getting the camera. I don't remember seeing it sitting there when I walked in, so they may have just put it out. It should sell instantly for $100. If I sit on it, I can probably get like $125, $130. It had the charger, it had a case, Had a brand new 8 GB memory card in the box. So that kind of adds a little bit of value, but I'm thinking, yeah, 125, 130, maybe more. I might try for a little bit more and see what happens. But as I was in there buying some golf clubs, another guy saw them and he said, "Hey, have you been to Beam yet?" I said, "Nope, don't know what that is." He said, "Well, that's another thrift store behind the Goodwill. Go check it out. I was just there, saw some golf clubs." So go in there now. I'm supposed to be navigating there. Apparently, I've already passed it. So I'm going to whip around and see what they got.
They've got some cool gloves, but not at $15, $20 a piece. These are really cool, but they want $25. Crazy. All right, finally made it to my next stop. Once again, fighting traffic. It's like rush hour. It's 6 o'clock now. It's probably be my last stop, but the last time I was here, it was crazy crowded. But there was also like 10 or 15 people at one time stocking stuff. It was also mid-morning, so it might not be that good now. Kind of didn't expect it, but they are actually stocking stuff. Bringing stuff out in those bins and then putting them on the shelves. So I might be here for a while. There's a lot to look at. Haven't found anything in the hard goods yet. Here's why. You want $25 for a blender. How much you want for a Mr. Coffee? $13 for Mr. Coffee. Kind of pricey. I know, golf stuff again, but I got a little excited when I saw this guy, Masters Tech, with a cool pattern on it, and only $6.99, but it's got a huge stain right there. But I probably would not have any luck getting out. And I'm going to get this, though. It's Peter Millar with the cocktail glasses all over it. That one's only $6.99 and no logos. Usually get about 30 for those. Been looking through this bin of hats for a minute or two. Got some cool stuff. That's actually Smathers and Branson. That might be worth the $8 that they want for it. I'm going to look it up. Smathers and Branson. It's a good brand. Might get it anyway just because it's cool. I'm going to dig through here and see what else I can find. Kind of crazy. Well, that one's $3.99. Not sure what the difference is.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find an exact comp on that Smathers and Branson hat, but that's definitely something you want to be on the lookout for. Some of their hats can go for some crazy money, but what sells really well by them are their belts, their needlepoint belts. Those things can go for hundreds of dollars. But this was actually a trip that I took down to Florida to do some thrifting. My wife and kids had some girls stuff to do, so I took off down to Florida, hit up some thrift stores, got another video on the way from this trip where I found some even better stuff. So make sure you subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time.